Presented by ScottKingDesigns.com. Hosted by Jeff Klein.
Pretty sure she gets a lot of comments about how effing hot she is, so she's probably tired of him.
Jason Place.
Well, you kind of had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
And SKD. Oh, I hope we don't lose everything. I'm going to feel like a jackass. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Talkin Moto podcast. Stupid internet's not working tonight, so we're starting a few minutes late. But I think, two of the three, I think, are here. Did Jeff make it back in? I don't even know.
Allegor, your invention sucks.
But
make a new one.
Yeah, what's your problem? But thanks, everyone, for listening. We got to thank everyone that's helping us out. I got a few things, something to talk about with Plainview Power Sports. I believe he's got the 2015s in stock if anyone's looking for a new scooter. And I think he's got a sweet deal on the 14s, but I got to go back and figure all that out. But Northland MX, Pro Action by FTM, MB1 suspension, Moto Kazi, Black Diamond MX, Hardline MX, District 23, The Bicycle Works, The Open Mic Podcast, The Damn Bait Shop, and Scott King Designs. Don't forget you can save 15% on your Pro Action suspension when you guys mention Talkin Moto. So go tell Clayton you heard about him from us and save yourself some money. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Scott wants to go, so good seeing everybody. We'll talk to y'all next week.
It's fair time. I got to get my ass back to work and make some signs. So thanks for listening. Good day.
Okay. Peace out.
Oh, shoot. So, yeah, I just been working. So I caught the first part of 250s, and I think I caught Moto 1 of 450s, and that's about it.
Sweet.
What did you find out? I know Dungy goes 1-1.
Yep.
Mooskin.
Yep, good job.
Muskin, however you want to say it.
Muskin.
He goes 1-1. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And hopefully he texts me back. Supposed to have top privateer for 250 class, Zach Williams.
Yeah, buddy.
So that's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. You had a good ride.
Yeah. How did I haven't even gone onto the website to look. You didn't go out to Toma, did you? For
Negative. No.
I thought about it, but
Did you?
yeah, I kind of wanted to, but I worked till like 6 o'clock. So
Yeah, I wanted to, but was gonna need somebody else to pay for it. So no, I didn't go.
Gotcha. Hang on. Come on, computer. I have no idea what the hell happened to that thing, other than it was pissing me off.
Everything is all effed up, dude.
Need to calm down. I don't even have a beer. I have a Rockstar I opened at like 7 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yuck.
The good thing with Rockstar is it doesn't go bad.
That's because it's bad already. Stuff is disgusting.
It only gets weird when you open it up and, like today. Now, if I take this and put it in the fridge and I open it up in the morning, it's going to taste a little funky. But it's still good right now.
Do you actually, shake it up so all that sugar doesn't, collect on the bottom?
I usually never makes it to the fridge. Or if it does, I won't usually drink it. It'll tip over and the wife gets mad at me.
I see.
Yeah, so I do see Langston went to the dark side tonight.
Yeah, it kind of broke my heart yesterday when I saw that. I'm very happy about it. Thought he was cool.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. Jeff, you with us?
Barely.
Barely.
Just hanging on here.
You roofing? You done roofing?
I'm temporarily done roofing. Till I'm not done roofing and anymore, and then I'll be roofing.
Oh, heck. All right, hang on.
What
I got a
happened?
new phone and my iPad's broken, so I don't know what I'm doing. So
Well, you will fit in swimmingly tonight since nothing works anyway.
Yeah, I don't know
although
what.
my phone's about the size of an iPad, so I should be feeling right at home. But
That thing is ridiculously large.
No,
And
this
it's
is,
white, which
pants.
makes me question you.
now this is
What,
a
that's
phone
white?
or an iPad or a. You got the iPod Mini or something?
I got the Samsung Galaxy S5.
So that's your phone or it's your tablet?
It's a phone and a tab. I don't know.
And S5 stands for retardedly large phone that could be hung on the wall and used for a TV.
It's got a 5.1 inch screen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I still wouldn't fit on it then.
Depends on what we're talking about.
My thumb wouldn't fit on it.
Ugh. So what'd you think of the racing that you saw, Jason? You sounded like this weekend you got all caught up on some racing, huh?
I didn't really do a whole lot this weekend, which is pretty rare. So yeah, I actually got to watch some races for once. Not that I remember any of it, but of course the freshest in my mind is going to be the GP stuff that I watched just because that was last night. But
I'm kind of pissed off. My DVR decided to quit recording the GPs, so I haven't seen one in a while.
well, I was kind of pissed off last night because apparently they thought it'd be cool to have the 450s or MX. I get them mixed up, but anyway, the 450s were on. Recorded at the same time that the 250s were live or whatever. Or was that I don't know. That happened in one of the races I was trying to watch this weekend. I had to keep flipping back and forth because I'm not cool enough to record them.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that whole deal, but it's kind of bugged me because it's just getting interesting.
It was pretty entertaining, man. Some good racing, that's for damn sure.
Well, now we've got the MX2 title is up for grabs somewhat. So it's kinda interesting. That's why.
Just trying to piss me off.
Rubbing
What?
it in.
I had to punch myself in the face after I clicked on that link. Like how, I don't even know what his name is, how he's closing it in. By closing.
Already ticked.
Yeah, isn't he like 120 some points back now or something?
I think he's, something like that. There's 150 points available left in the championship, and he's like 125 away from Hurlings.
Oh my god. I don't
Why do
know.
you want to punch yourself in the face?
Huh?
Why do you want to punch yourself?
For clicking on, I like, he's so far ahead, it's just like, I don't know. If, honestly, would you, well, I probably would still watch it. I just think if that was over here, I don't know if people would even be watching. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, people are watching when it's over there.
Duly noted.
I'm kind of excited to see how that goes because I would be shocked to see if Tixier gets close and he if he's gonna win it by like 1 or 2 points, I could see Hurlings coming out and racing again with a broken leg or a freshly broken leg and securing it because there's only like 25 guys in MX2 that they allow to race or whatever. So all you got is go out there and beat like 5 or 6 guys, and I'm pretty sure Hurlings could beat 90% of them guys without a leg. So,
Well, I have to watch the rest of them the rest of the year because I went ahead and spent another $20 a month on my cable so I could watch this stuff. So
Nice.
have CBS Sports, or you did it for Mav TV?
I did it for Mav TV, but I didn't have CBS Sports either before,
Oh.
so I had to get the upgraded sports package so I could watch all this stuff. And I was so mad about it on Saturday. I was just like, F it, through the remote, extra $20 a month, don't care.
You know what pisses me off about that coverage? I mean, it's awesome that we get to see it, but I hate how they don't even prepare for commercial breaks.
That's because I don't think they do them.
They must not.
They just cut it and go with it.
Yeah, just randomly, you're watching the race and no warning whatsoever. Boom! All of a sudden, you're on a commercial instantly.
And then they're like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, at least in the Nationals, you the ticker goes away at the top, so you kind of know what's coming.
Yeah.
That's just kind of silly the way they do it, but cool that it's on here. Can't complain too much about that.
It's the same as if you ever watch MotoGP. That's the same exact way. I don't think they actually do that. They just record the whole thing and then go back and throw stuff in wherever they want.
Yeah. It's very unrefined for the Europeans. They're not very refined.
MX1 race 1.
That track looked like something that we would race on. In the Czech Republic, it didn't look like much of a track.
Most of them are that way.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna try to break this computer right now.
It's here that Caroli is racing a 250 at the Motocross of Nations.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit weird, but be kind of cool to watch.
Yeah. I think he'll probably do just fine because it can't be that different than his 350. I mean, he's got to be riding that thing, ringing it out.
Yeah.
So,
is the U.S. even going to have a team?
I heard. Go ahead, Jeff.
Last I heard was that Dungey was to captain it. So
who to captain it?
Dungey was asked if he would captain it, and I guess he didn't know.
Yeah.
But he was originally not going to go because he's getting married, I think.
Oh.
Well, we should probably know this since he's the local. But...
Yeah, that means you'd actually have to pay attention.
Yeah, I guess I don't. Maybe he's still getting married and just going to work around it. I don't know if it's the same weekend or what. I don't know. But
wouldn't you think if you're Ryan Dungey, you would plan your wedding around that? I mean, you have a pretty good feeling you're probably going to be going.
I would imagine he probably is sick of going because he gets a lot of heat when he doesn't win, and that would be annoying.
Yeah, but he's getting that every weekend anyway, so... Is he going to stop racing in general just because of that?
Yes.
Everyone assumes that if he goes over there, it's a lesser series, so he should be able to mop up. Well, I think we can probably put that to rest. Those dudes are good.
It's a whole other ballgame.
There's no denying those dudes are fast.
It's like when I used to think, we're going to go up north and go race, and I'm going to go kick some ass up there because everybody up there must be terrible. And then go up there and get your ass kicked because it's completely different from what you're used to. So, I mean, it's got to be the same way. Unless it's in the United States, you might have an advantage, but you might not as well.
Well, the thing is, we have 12 tracks to choose from if they were to have the Motocross Nations. And they would never have it at a facility that no one's ever been at, which would be kind of neat to see, actually, because then it would kind of be like a level playing field. Everyone would be green on the track, but I just feel like Dungey's gotten a lot of criticism the last times he went when we didn't win because they made it seem like it was all on him, like he had an off day. Well, I mean, he very well could have, I guess, but they're like last year, if Tomac hadn't crashed, we'd have won it. So you can't blame Dungey for that. The year before that, I don't know, that's a stand trap.
Yeah, they were kind of being dipshits last year. Because Dungey had the highest points out of everybody, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, they kind of busted his balls, and it was like, well, if any of the other two guys would have done a little bit better, we'd be singing a different tune, I guess. But
well,
they go.
That is welcome to the pros. Grow a pair.
Yeah.
I think one of the first things you should learn is how not to listen to people and how to tune all that out.
Well, and the bottom line is it really doesn't matter. It's just a fun race to see who's, just to get guys together that don't normally race each other. I don't think that, you're nuts to think that a country like, let's say, I don't know, what Germany's like the size of Minnesota, and you think they're going to be able to produce 3, world-class motocrossers? And that's kind of, I don't know, it's really not set up to be a real even matchup, but it's just fun to see the guys that don't normally race each other race.
No.
I wish they had like a little mini series. That'd be kind of cool to have like a little 3-race mini series. Everyone would get involved in.
When are they gonna fit that in?
Christmas.
Drop like nationals.
Oh shoot! Well, you should
Maybe take one of the 6 supercrosses in California.
Well, they can just make a Supercross 1 round.
Well, it can't be supercross because those guys don't know how to ride supercross.
Well, that can be part of it, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, 1 supercross and then a couple outdoor rounds or something.
why don't they have an actual FIM Supercross series rather than calling the AMA Supercross series an FIM series because it goes to Canada once?
Well, I heard that's stopping now. Aren't they not going to Toronto next year?
That was a rumor, I guess. I don't know if it's true or not.
No, it's not an FIM World Championship. It's a, I don't know.
I don't either.
Topic here. We're getting off topic.
How is this off topic? We're talking about dirt bikes and racing. That's what we do. Scott's calling somebody because he's getting bored.
maybe.
It's like, screw you guys, I'm ordering a pizza.
We should do that sometime. Nah, he's not gonna answer. That or the phone ain't working.
Yeah, I forget.
Big surprise. Hey Zach, how's it going, man?
Good. How about you guys?
Just swearing at our computers because they're not working.
Oh, geez, that ain't good.
I know.
We're on California.
Darn technology.
So,
California internet.
now you're back in Minnesota, right?
Yep, I sure am.
Oh, you're not too busy at Valley Fair for us tonight?
No, just hanging out. Kind of sick, actually, today. So I'm just hanging low, taking her easy.
Didn't catch that summer Minnesota cold that's going around, did you?
Oh, I sure did.
Oh, crap. You should be in a bubble
Yeah,
while you're here.
I know. But at least it wasn't at the race, so at least I got 2 weeks to recover from it, so I'm good.
There you go.
Yeah, what the heck happened this weekend, huh?
I don't know. I was feeling it, I guess.
Nice.
I definitely wasn't happy with the results I've been getting, so just had a little bit of pressure on myself. Just had to step it up a notch for sure.
Cool.
And I guess I just really like that track out there. And first moto, I didn't get the greatest start, but the second moto had a really good start, and just pretty much just stayed where I was the whole moto, and I felt good on that track. So it was a good weekend.
I didn't see. How did you qualify?
It's kind of funny. While I was watching, I'm thinking that everybody's probably going to think I'm crazy
I was
because that
17th,
track
I believe,
looks like
overall.
it's so much fun. But
Whoa.
So qualifying, that was actually the best qualifying I've had all year. So after that, I knew it was going to be a good day.
Sweet. Sorry, what was that, Jason? What is going on?
I don't know. I think I went away for a while, but I don't know. We got somebody playing the bongos somewhere too, apparently. But I was saying, I'm watching on Saturday. I'm thinking how much fun that track actually looks like it is, and I figured everybody would call me crazy because everybody else would think it sucked. But it sounds like everybody really likes that place.
I always heard that was one of the worst tracks with the shadows and everything. But honestly, it was probably my favorite track. Even before the races started, after just practice, I loved it.
I think
there a few spots that were pretty sketchy with the shadows, but other than that, I mean, the track flowed and the lines were good and everything.
Yeah, I would think that'd be the only downfall with it. I think Mother Nature definitely worked in everybody's favor this week too.
Yeah, I think with all the rain that they got, the track was really wet for amateur day, and I think that helped a lot. It made the track a lot deeper on race days, so made for bigger ruts and stuff. So just better traction all day, I think, than previous years.
Sweet.
Now, do we care to comment about your mechanic's tattoo that we saw?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I told him, I was like, come on, man, we're on Hondas. You can't be having a Yamaha tattoo. But he's a Yamaha guy, so says he has more Yamahas than any other bike, so he loves Yamaha. So I'm not going to. Oh, well, that's his deal.
I guess we'll let him get away with it.
I got nothing against Yamahas, though, so as soon as Honda starts giving me free bikes, then we can't run a Yamaha tattoo.
There you go.
He's gonna have to wear a sock up high on the left side.
Exactly.
Cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What else? Well, it hasn't been too bad, or how would you say your season's been going?
I mean, it hasn't been going bad, but it hasn't been going great, and I want it to be going great right now. As long as I keep improving, I'm happy, but if I go backwards, I'm definitely not happy. So this weekend was a good weekend, and I just need to build from this one and hopefully get even better results before the end of the season. But overall, I'm still having a lot of fun every weekend for sure.
Where is Sean right now? Is he somewhere? Is he coming back home or?
Yep, he's probably on the road right now, but he's stopping in South Dakota at his place there, and just gonna hang out there for a week, get the race bikes prepped and ready, and then make his way to Unadilla. He's definitely got a lot of driving ahead of him.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that especially to the privateers. They got to go coast to coast. It's crazy.
Right. Oh heck, we're just total scatterbrained right now. It is not good.
What else is new?
I know it's worse today than normal. Now, last year, did you get to? I don't remember, because you did the last few last year, right? Because you started off the beginning of the year, and then you got hurt, right?
Yes, I got hurt at the second round in Colorado, and then I came back for Millville, raced that, and then there was 3 after that I raced too. So this year is definitely going better than last year, that's for sure.
Are you looking forward to Unadilla?
Oh, yeah. Last year, that's always been my number one favorite track, so definitely looking forward to it.
Is there a lot of rocks in the dirt there?
Yes, not looking forward to the roost, though, that's for sure. That's the worst track for roost.
I was going to say, you wore a Chester last weekend at Washougal. You don't normally wear one, do you?
No, I don't. I actually just got that, so I'm glad I had it. The roost was bad at Washougal, and it's going to be bad at Unadilla, so I'm glad I got it.
I seen you on TV quite a bit there at the end of that moto. I noticed that. You looked a little different out there, and then I realized it was the chest protector. So.
Yep. Yeah, believe it or not, that second moto, I actually ended up crashing pretty bad, like at just before the 30-minute mark. And I was going down one of the hills, and it was all rough down, like coming down it, and I took a different line than I usually did, and just full on endoed pretty much, and the bike was flipping, and I was flipping, and I got up and ran into my bike really quick because I knew I was in a good position, and the bike actually stayed running, so I got on it, and I probably only lost like 10 seconds, but I was definitely thinking that was going to be the end of my race for sure. Front end was all tweaked, but it actually straightened itself out, so I was actually pretty lucky on that.
you took the top privateer award. Is that an award they do at every round?
They don't. I actually haven't noticed them doing it ever. So it was, I think it was just the promoters of the owners of the track that did it. So
Okay.
it was pretty cool.
Now, what were your actual moto scores then?
The first moto I got a 17th, and the second moto I got a 14th.
Okay. Now, I know you probably don't want to get TV time by being lapped, but Muskin, was that in the second moto then, or both motos? Did they lap up to that?
No, the first moto I did not get lapped, and then the second moto I did, which if I wouldn't have crashed, I probably wouldn't have, but definitely don't like getting lapped. It's definitely not cool. But
Yeah, no, I mean, that's
14
always
was a good
my
spot,
goal.
so.
It's kind of funny when we go out there with the A class. That was always my goal when I was running 250B, was not get lapped. So, but still, I mean, it's pretty remarkable that those guys lap. I seen them. I mean, obviously last weekend in the 450 class, I think Reed got lapped. So it happens to everyone, obviously at some point. But,
Yeah, well, especially for how long the motos are. So
yeah, at least you got some TV time, I guess, huh?
yeah, not the TV time I want, but I guess I'll take it. But it was actually pretty cool after I crashed in that section. That every lap after that, the whole entire crowd around that area was just pumped that I was still racing. They kept cheering me on every lap, so it was pretty cool. They must have been shocked I got up from it.
He might be dead. Cool. I don't know. It's probably not going to happen. I really want to make it to the Indiana race, but not sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Because that's new. Have you
I've seen
ever...
videos of the track, and it looks pretty cool.
Cool.
Never been there. Never even heard of it, actually, but I've heard good things about it. So, and I saw a little video of it. Looks pretty cool.
Why am I brain farting? Utah. Is Utah new this year too, or am I just completely out of it right now?
No.
No, this would be the second year for Utah,
Why do I know?
which kind of surprises me because last year nobody was a fan of Utah.
Well, didn't they start out though with a 2-year deal? So
Yeah, probably.
I think that this will. I mean, I guess I hope this will be the last year for it because it looked like it just looked like a baked desert track. Like it almost looked like all the tracks
it was.
you guys practice on out in California, which
Pretty much
maybe
was, yeah. And then they had some high gusts of winds mid-moto, so they just had banners and dust flying everywhere. All the mechanics had to wear goggles, and it was pretty brutal. I mean, the pit area is pretty nice. Being at the speedway, it's all tar, and they have all the... You don't even need a pressure washer there. They have all the water hookups and stuff, so that part's nice, but the track definitely is not the rider's favorite.
Boy, I am not on the same page on that one. I'm thinking of something else. I thought there was another one in California that was just a dust bowl. That was...
You're
Is that
probably
Elsinore?
thinking of Lake Elsinore. Yeah. I don't know. That one was usually pretty good. They kept up with that one. But yeah, Utah. I don't know. It should be. Hopefully they improve it this year from last year. I'm sure it'll be a totally different layout.
So maybe to go back a little bit, Zach, with the shadows and stuff, do you think they play that up on TV, or is it worse or not as bad as they make it sound?
It's hard to say. There's two spots on the track that are really bad, to where if you wore tinted lenses, you probably wouldn't see that well at all. But I mean, with the ruts being pretty deep, it makes it a little sketchy, but it's still rideable. It's not a big deal.
Sometimes when you can't see, it makes it better.
I guess just close your eyes and pin it, and you're good.
I know I did a practice once with one contact, flipped out on my lens. Probably wasn't the best. Made it work.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, it might work for some, but then it could be very bad for others.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I'm gonna try that closing your eyes and pinning it thing. We'll see how that works. I'll let you know on Monday.
Good deal.
Hey, Zach, I got a question for you. You've got how many points have you scored this year?
I'm not exactly sure, but I think this weekend I scored more than half of what I have already. So
Okay, do you know what it takes as far as like points to get into a given number or whatever? I guess I don't know how the numbers exactly work, but have you
I'm
looked
not
at that?
exactly I'm not exactly sure, but I know I had a lot less last year, and I was pretty much like right on the bubble. I was in the top 100 for points, but then when they added in all the people that had their set numbers, they bumped me out. So I was like 104 or something like that, really close. So I'm
So
sure right
you'll
now I'm
probably
good to go for a number. It's just I want to get as low as I can for next year.
Yeah, that's cool. That'll be awesome to see that.
Hang on, I'm working
Yeah,
on it.
it'll be good to change the 874 for once.
You have 19 points, young man.
Yeah, that should do it. I think they add the Supercross points too, so I'm not exactly sure how much I got in Supercross, but I should
Well,
have
that's right.
enough
That
for
was a
a
deal
number.
this year. There's a lot of people that were pissed that they were adding the regional Supercross points in. But,
hmm I mean, they do it every year, so
There was...
works for me.
What am I trying to say here? I mean,
Did you guys fall asleep? Jason and Scott, are you guys sleeping over there?
No,
Oh.
I'm trying to follow along. I got out of
Usually
bed like 5
that's-
minutes before this started, so
Sorry, Zach.
They got a
Usually-
bad case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, I was just gonna say, it looks like you've qualified for every round this year. It's like 1, 2.
Yeah,
3.
haven't missed an outdoor yet, so
And scored points in 7.
I don't
of
ever.
them.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely want to score points every moto I do. So if I don't score points, to me that's kind of a wasted moto.
Do you care to disclose what you make? Do you make money if you make the moto, right? Or no?
Yeah, you do. Not a whole lot though, that's for sure.
Right.
But with Honda contingency and then just the MX Sports payout, it's something. Not a whole lot though. It goes up. The higher you place, the better they pay. So that helps.
Now, does that, besides the points, like say 23rd, like 23rd's better than 30th? There's even a difference there, or you got to get into the points to.
No, it's actually every position is better. I mean, it doesn't go up by much, but like from 20th from 19th to 22nd, I don't think it's much of a difference as far as payout.
Nice.
How does that work at the end of the year, Zach? Do they do does MX Sports do an end of the year points payout like they do in Supercross?
That is a good question. I haven't even looked into that.
Okay. Because I know for a lot of guys, that's, if I remember right, they were talking about some guys that were like barely in the top 10, and they were getting like 10 grand or something, so it was pretty good payout.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going to end up as far as points, but.
Yeah, I think if they do, I'm sure it's top 20, but it's hard to say. I haven't looked into that, so I wouldn't know.
Sweet. All right, Zach. I'm sorry. Tonight's just kind of.
What's
Maybe you need to have the show on Friday. Everybody will be all chipper.
No, I'd still would have been working.
hardly.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
What's your plan for your weekend?
This weekend I'm actually going up north. Gonna go fishing. Just
Nice.
my cousin has a resort up on Lake of the Woods, so the family and I are going up there for the weekend.
Awesome.
So it should be a good weekend off. I've I've raced every weekend for the last about 3 months, I think it is. So
Well, I was going to ask you if you were going to maybe hit up a local race this weekend, but then I remember that last time you did that, you crashed your brains out.
yeah, that was definitely not good. So
Was this a Jordan event?
1 weekend off from racing won't hurt.
No, not at all. Be good for you.
Hmm.
Wish I could go fishing.
Come on up.
It's a little bit of a drive. Plus, I'm at the fair.
Yeah.
We're gonna be eating fair
Yeah.
food. All right, Zach. You guys got anything else?
I'm good.
Not that much, but good luck at Unadilla, man.
Sweet. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Sorry, it's a train wreck tonight.
No worries. Worries
It's
at
a
all.
train wreck every night, so what else is new?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, God. I'm gonna go play on the road. But, all right, Zach. I do appreciate you coming on, and yeah, best of luck the rest of the way. And if I don't see you at Indiana, I'm sure we'll cross paths somewhere else.
Yep, I'm sure of it. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on. It was fun. So
Cool. Thanks,
sure, I'll
man.
talk to you guys soon.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Scott, you need to pony up some money and get a sticker on him or something.
So you got an
Why?
open.
Why didn't we tag the hauler? You know?
No. We did not think this through, did we?
Well, you were the one with the stickers, and you were tagging everything else. Why didn't you think to tag the hauler?
Yeah, Scott, what the hell?
Sorry.
You're fired.
I know.
You're fired.
I'm laying the blame on you.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
I have to apologize to Zach and to the listeners and everybody else because I only heard about half what was going on there, and it's really hard to ask a guy questions when you can't hear the answers and whatnot. So,
Well, I noticed you talked over him for about 30 seconds.
it's because I couldn't hear anything. I don't know what the deal is. It sounds like there's friggin' bongos playing somewhere, and I don't know.
Ugh.
Not having a good day.
Maybe we need a provisional. Do we get provisionals? Probably not. No?
Maybe I need a laptop that's newer than 10 years.
No, my computer's being retarded out here too.
Well, I'm doing this from a phone, so you guys are probably ahead of me, but...
Was that a carburetor?
Huh?
I think Jeff just
That-
dropped it. Oh, that's huge.
That's actually a bullet.
Whoa.
I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with it.
You two will hear a revolver spinning on the table there, and
I'm gonna throw it at my computer here. Listen to this. Next one's coming faster.
Well, I got some sad news to announce.
Uh-oh.
I was just notified via text message that we are not going to get Chris Aldridge on the show tonight.
What? That's good, actually, because I was actually afraid that talking to him was going to drive me deeper into the depression that I'm in already this week.
I don't know what the hell is going on. It's kind of frustrating me right now. But so, I said that my message says not gonna happen 2 weeks. Sorry, buddy. So,
Wi-Fi.
whoa.
All I heard was Wi-Fi. Did anybody else hear only Wi-Fi?
Jeff,
That's all I heard.
Jeff, there's two of you. Yeah, that's all I heard too.
I think we have the gremlins.
Something. Did you hear what Lee had for a turnout?
I have not heard anything about that. I don't know. I heard that maybe he was going to be a little bit upset because a lot of the people that he really wanted there didn't go because it didn't pay to go, which I can't blame him. I mean, that's a long drive for anybody around here.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, shoot, it's 2.5 hours for me.
Yeah. What is... what in the hell is going on?
Oh my god, I don't know. What was
I'm
that?
still asleep, aren't I? I'm still asleep. I know it. I didn't wake up from my nap. I'm still sleeping, and this is a nightmare.
Oh man, this will be a lost episode of Talkin Moto podcast. Oh,
I feel so bad for Zach.
yeah, I don't know what's going on. Something's different on the Google end, I think. But yeah, like I said, it's 2.5 hours for me to get there from, and it's got to be what, well, 2.5. I mean, that's got to be what, 3.5 for you if you wanted to go.
Yeah, easily.
So, but looks like it's $375 if you win the pro class, which if you're a local guy is pretty sweet. But
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't think you can get too mad on that. It's like,
no, and I mean, obviously, when I'm saying that, it's coming from a guy that's never made money for racing in his life. So, to me, if you show up and you break even, that's awesome. But that's these guys that race A class and that don't think that way anymore. If they can't show up and make some money at it, they don't want anything to do with it. That's actually kind of sad. I think that things have gotten that way, but it's the simple truth of it.
right. What the hell? I think he's trying to jump back in here.
I don't know why he had to jump out.
Let's try this.
Dink.
Yeah, something. So here's kind of what. Obviously now Martin, he's got a decent lead with only a few more to go, but I guess kind of quietly now Dungy and Roxon, it's getting pretty close.
Yeah, it's tightening up, and Tomac is kind of shaking things up quite a bit in that category.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then they were talking like, Roxon's second half of the year is always kind of crappy, but I don't know. Be interesting to see. See how, what is it, 7?
I think it's way too early to call
Yeah, I guess I don't know what that is about him.
pattern. You think it's a pattern? I don't think it's a pattern yet.
Whoa, don't yell.
You get what I'm saying? Like, everyone says that, but is it really just because of last year in the outdoors?
I see your point.
I mean, 1 year doesn't necessarily make a pattern. I was listening to some other radio show or something crap. I don't know. It's really a junky show, but they were talking about how I don't even know. I might have made this up on my own or read it somewhere, but they were saying that the rumors are that KTM and Roger isn't giving Roxon all the good stuff now because they don't want the title to leave KTM if he takes it, because he's going to Suzuki. So, I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched to me, but... Did you guys see...
Seems like kind of your typical Moto rumor. I give up.
Why?
Completely give up.
Why?
Because obviously half the time nobody can hear me.
I hear you. I heard you.
I heard you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you said.
Crickets.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
was the bad news, Scotty? Remind me.
What's that?
Say it again. What was the bad news?
We were supposed to have Chris Aldridge on tonight.
Yeah, and he's too cool.
No, I think I don't know. I think
That wasn't a question.
no. They well, obviously he's down at Loretta's, and Andy said something about a riders meeting or something else, and he had to push it back, and then he just said it wasn't gonna happen, but he's supposed to be coming on in 2 weeks. So
I kind of wondered. I kind of thought that was a little.
To figure that out.
what's that, Jason?
Nothing. I quit again.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Jason's quitting.
We're all quitting.
I want to quit first because I got things to do. I feel like such a jerk when I say that, Scott, but it's the truth.
Well, Scott wants to go back to work, so.
He wants to go to the fair.
No, dude. Oh, okay. So get this. One of the departments that we won't call anybody out here. They wanted 4 4x16 banners and 1 4x32-foot banner, right? And this was at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and he's like, "You think I could have these by the end of the day?" I'm like, no, you can't.
Oh, sounds like people that buy lumber.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty nuts. So yeah.
Hey, I just decided to build a deck this afternoon. You think I could get that deck load out here in like a half hour?
Exactly. Sure, let me whip that right up.
I'm trying to watch the race again because I saw this incident between Ken Roxon's mechanic and Ryan Dungey during the interview.
Oh, where they hit him with the bike?
Yeah, they like run into him like twice. Like, get out of the way, idiot.
I thought that was awesome.
He's just like, what is going on here? He's like sidestepping. I'm like, what are you idiots doing?
Yeah, he looked like he was about ready to slap somebody.
Well, I don't really blame him.
Right.
You couldn't wait the 30 seconds that it was going to take for him to be out of the way to get the bike out of there.
Well, so that's a great point. Let's not interview these guys the second they pull their helmets off. I hate that crap.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing that all of a sudden. It's really annoying. It's like, why don't you give them a second? What's wrong with wait until they're on the podium?
They're picking their nose. They're farmer blowing. They're cleaning their faces off. Like, I wonder if that's the plan, is to like catch them in the heat of the moment to see like all the dirt and the grit and see how physical it is and all that. But to me, it's just you're catching a bunch of guys off guard that don't want to be getting interviewed right now. They're trying to like get their crap off and then get a fresh set of goggles around their neck and their hats on and their ears tucked into their hats and, you know, ridiculous crap like that.
I'd probably say, you know what, you wait till I'm on the podium or you won't get an interview.
Yeah, I think give me a second. I need to chill would be in order.
You know what one of them should do? Is they should just like get off the bike, and as soon as she sticks the mic in their face, they should just like whip it out and take a piss. Be like, hey, you want to see what happens right after a race? Check this out. Just start pissing on her leg.
I'd probably pay money to do that to Georgia Lindsay.
I'm sure a lot of people would.
Oh my god.
It is pretty annoying. I don't know why all of a sudden they decide they have to do that.
TV, man. TV.
And you think, like, in this case, there was, like, several bikes underneath an easy up, and then probably 10 people. And, like, it's got to be crowded as heck in there. So why try to, I don't know, it just seems stupid to get right up in their face right away.
Yeah. Seems pretty foolish.
Maybe if we could get Grant Langston on the show, we could probably ask him about that.
We probably could, except he's doing that other show tonight.
Well, that's what you get for having conflicting dates.
You know what? Tonight would be the night to call that other show while GL is on.
Yeah, we'll get our interview in.
I just want to call and say, when are you doing Talkin Moto?
Yeah. What did you guys see what happened to Anderson? Chris is kind of talking about it in the chat room.
Oh, he got his ish tossed.
Yes, he did. That was pretty gnarly. I did not expect to see him get up from that.
He didn't even have time to react to it. He was off the high side of the bike so quick.
Well, he went sideways for so long before he got tossed.
Yeah. Well, and he went totally sideways, and the bike caught so hard that there was no trying to ride that one out or nothing. He was just instantly ejected.
Yeah, there was no saving that.
Was this Moto 1 or Moto 2?
Moto 1.
So then did he not ride Moto 2?
No, he didn't line up.
He couldn't.
Second, he was going to get back on the bike. He actually did ride the bike off, but his bars were so jacked he couldn't ride it.
Yeah, and he looked like he was in a whole other world. He looked like he was drunk when he got up.
He had to figure out where he was for, a few seconds there. Remember what was going on.
I think he was looking for his snowmobile. That's how scrambled he was.
Whoa. Yeah,
that was gnarly though.
I just seen a Twitter post, and he was like, pound Washougal, and then it had a feed or whatever to Instagram or the photo. So I'm like, oh, all right. And I didn't know he crashed. So I clicked on it thinking, podium or him whipping it out or, doing something. And here it's the Johnny Cash deal, where he's giving the guy the finger or something. It's pretty funny. I laughed.
I don't follow you, but I get it.
Giving him the finger?
I don't know that expression.
Oh.
I heard something about whipping it out.
Yep. I'm giving him the finger.
Ladies. Oh, shoot. All right, boys. So we just end the bleeding? What else do you want to talk about? You want to keep talking GPs? I got nothing.
I don't know. That's up to you.
Big race this weekend. Kellogg. I'm going to be there now.
Jason?
Did anybody else get to
No, I didn't watch the GPs because they don't record, so.
What?
Are we good on the clutch?
I'm staying home.
Staying home. Hang on.
Yeah, clutch is good.
Clutch is good.
Hey.
Bike is good.
Clutch is good. Bike's for sale.
If you guys want to talk about a points,
$4,500. Anybody that wants it, come get it.
A tight points battle, me and Jason are pretty tight. I don't know what it is exactly. You're following it.
We are
more
neck
closely,
and neck.
What is it? 1? 2 points?
You got 2 points on me. Yep.
That's as tight as it gets.
I did that 1 year.
It is. It's two or three. I don't remember it offhand, but it is 2 or 3.
I did that 1 year where I was like, oh no. You might.
I had a power outage earlier. That's what caused me to drop out. My power flickered, so my Wi-Fi quit.
That's weird. I can totally hear him.
Jason?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't see him anymore either.
No, I just heard this big sigh and off he goes. But Chris saying in the chat room about Stewart's Instagram post on his health issue. I honestly haven't looked at anything. It's just been total nuts. So
what health issue? He doesn't have anything wrong with him. He doesn't want to race. Isn't that his health issue?
I don't know. His leg could have fallen off for all I know.
I'm kind of wondering if the test results didn't come back from Lakewood and they're being hush-hush about it and he can't race out.
Oh, and then I'm dizzy.
Well, I mean, obviously he was good to go at Millville. He raced the first moto, but I wonder if those Lakewood results didn't come back and something's up with him, and so he's playing it off as whatever, that they're opting out. Maybe that was the deal they had with MX Sports. Like, hey, we'll just bow out of the series until we straighten this out. It seems kind of weird. Like, you have a dizzy spell, and then all of a sudden you can't go to Washougal a week later. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Unless
We already backed out about talking about the points battle.
No. I got dizzy. I'm going to bow out.
I'm about to bow out of this podcast.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Seriously, what is that?
That's me typing on my phone. You guys can hear that?
Yeah, it sounds like somebody's playing bongos.
I was wondering if that's what you were talking about earlier, but yeah, it's my little tone when you touch a button.
That's awesome.
Not
Or when,
cool.
when you type, I should say.
Not cool, Jeff.
Hey, I don't even know how to use this thing, so I can't take responsibility for it.
So Jeff, I was going to ask you this before I got rudely kicked out.
You left.
So I did not leave. I got kicked out. So is this gonna be a battle till the end here, or what?
Well, what's that mean?
I mean, are we gonna battle till the end?
To the end of what?
Are you gonna come up with a weekend that, no, I can't go?
Well, I'm going to be there this weekend. And then...
So
I don't know.
same as usual. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
What do you mean, same as usual?
Same as usual.
What, I'm going to be there?
No, you've never been the type to, like, have a schedule for the year and follow it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I can't commit to something like that.
It's because your priorities aren't straight.
Yeah, mine are centered in real life, not moto life.
For some of us, that is real life.
Well, I wish that was my... that's probably a better situation than what I got going on. But actually, I got some good news about all that, so things aren't stressing me out as much with my inherited second house, because Matt's probably going to move into it now, so I think I feel a little bit better about that whole situation, so...
Sweet.
I can take a little break. That's why I decided this weekend I can stay around and do something that I want to do rather than what I have to do.
It's always a good thing.
It's hard when you got so many things that consume, like, I feel like they're consuming an entire year. But next year, fingers crossed, obviously none of that stuff can happen again unless Matt gets divorced and decides to get remarried in a year.
Most likely is going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I got a baby coming. That's happening next year, so
Yeah.
That shouldn't be no big deal, though. That's just motivation to upgrade my camper and get a better moto setup so I can have a baby with. Can you hear that, too?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear all of it.
Oh, that's actually the little vibrator inside the phone.
Basically, every time you touch your phone, it blows my eardrums.
That's hilarious. I'm touching this a lot more now.
Shoot. All right, guys. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna go back to work. We're gonna cut her short. I apologize. I don't know why it's all jacked up tonight.
I have a theory on why mine's all screwed up, but it shouldn't be affecting everybody else.
I don't know. I'm perhaps maybe if I wouldn't have turned my computer on 5 minutes before we went on the air. Maybe.
Hey, what's the story with next week? No show? No show? No race?
No, there's no race. I will tell you after we're done what's going on for next week.
Okay.
Oh boy, I know what's going on.
So
I'm so in the dark about everything. It's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's like a surprise for me every week.
All right, guys. So sorry, kind of disaster. This will be Talkin Moto Podcast Lost episode number 1. Should we say?
Hey, you know what though? We had a guest on our show that was talked about on the broadcast, so that's probably a step in the right direction, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can set up You can set up the Zach Williams interview anyway, even though it was terrible on our end. He did a great job.
I was so shocked to see that Wygant was, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Wygant was going through the results, and he got to because I think Zach got 14th overall.
I think it was 15th, but
Okay. Well, he was going through the results, and then he skipped over the guy in front of Zach, and then mentioned Zach, and said, "Great result for the kid from Minnesota." I thought that was pretty cool. I was watching it, going, he's probably going to shaft him again because all these guys that are super good never get noticed, and then all of a sudden he just skips over this other dude, who that guy's probably pissed, but then he mentioned Zach. I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty sweet.
I'm like, I know that guy. I know him.
I know him.
I really don't, but I've talked to him twice.
That's pretty much a done deal right there. So.
All right, pull the trigger.
How do I stop this thing?